Good morning, KD.
Good morning, Vijay.
Hi.
Morning, Kiran.
Good morning.
Venkat.
Hello, Kiri. Morning. Hello, everyone.
Morning, KP. Okay, so we'll just give few minutes for others to join, sir, but not everyday basis, as I said. Morning, Shivaswamy. So when are you going to Sabarimala?
December 3rd. Saturday we are planning. By Tuesday we'll be back.
Oh, December 3rd. Oh, you have a lot of time.
Yeah.
What it is, right?
Yeah, 45 days.
45 days.
So usually I'll plan 3 months, 4 months for this year. Okay, this course we congested just 45 days.
But it'll be little, not little, a lot tough for you for this 45 days, right? You wake up at what time? 5?
4 o'clock.
4?
Morning 4 a.m.
Okay, everyone, just waiting for you all.
Good morning, KD.
Hi, TP. Good morning.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think decent. 1 more minute, we'll get started. I'm all set from my side. So today, mostly today, yes, mostly today or earliest by tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll have a link created. Okay, meaning I think I showed you guys, or did I not show?
It's
let me
regarding that recording videos.
I showed last time,
Yeah,
right? Okay, I'll quickly show it once again if for people who have come a little late or who joined recently. Come on. Yeah. So I mean, this is our current batch. We have an internal website like this. Okay. You need to give me your Gmail ID. I'll get your Gmail ID added. This is not a public website. It's purely an internal website. So you will see the session recordings. You can see the reference material. This I will slowly release, not immediately. And plus the job aid stuff. And you will see a lab tracker, which you have to constantly update when you're finishing. So my request to all of you is that we will be doing this planning. So I'll create ours is B2. So I'll be sharing the link of our website also. Mostly I'll get it live today. Okay, I'll get it live today, and you can see the session recordings there starting tomorrow. But for that I would need your Gmail IDs. If you want to ping in the group also is fine. If you want to ping individually is also fine. So please requesting all to, if you can take while others are joining, can you please put your Gmail IDs in the WhatsApp chat, our group's chat. Already Venkat is typing. Please double check the spellings and all that, else we'll get sometimes issues. So put your Gmail ID in the group chats. It'll be easy for me to take from there. If there are any, please use that Gmail which you frequently use, so that, and right, even from your phone, sir, you can use a Gmail that you're logged into your phone also, so that every time you open that app, it's easy. And even class link will be present here, class link. So our class link keeps changing topic over topic. So every day you can keep visiting this website, internal website constantly. Class link will be there in that website, not in the group chat anymore. Initial days, I'll put it in the group chat, but later on. Okay, then shall we get started? So please make it a habit of getting into the camera as much as you can. But for next Monday, this week it's okay, chill off. But next from Monday, it's mandatory to be on the camera. I've given the instructions and I'll continue to do it. So next Monday onwards, it is mandate to be on the camera for everybody. So, okay, done. So with that, I've already shared my screen. If you all are good with it, let's start the session. So yesterday we had a quick conversation. It was fast enough. We talked about the cloud evolution, from where all this started. So first, how companies were handling data centers, and then the good way of handling it, the ugly way of handling it. And then companies wanted safety of their servers. So some companies were having one head office and one branch office, keep critical servers here, one copy of the servers in another place, or globally also. So high availability and disaster recovery. So I want to ask you all one question. Some of you might be aware of this, some of you might not be aware. So please be aware. High availability means, so high availability and disaster recovery are two terminologies, and they look same. High availability means if something goes wrong, I am keeping something. Another. So look at this. This is one building, right? In one building, I have servers. For example, this server crashed. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make it full screen. So yeah. So this server crashed. Okay, that server crashed. Now, when this server crashed, no problem. Vijay has already configured this server as a safety, meaning if this crashes, no problem. Customer can use this server. This is called high availability. KD, how? Okay, 1 second, sir. There are two hard disks here. For example, this hard disk crashed. Okay, no problem. Customer can use this hard disk. I mean, customer or whoever is using it, so they can use the second hard disk. So this is called high availability. But sir, my question is, this is all fine. What if the entire building collapses? What if the entire building collapses? Then there is no safety. Everything. This server also will be gone, right, sir? This also will be gone. This also will be gone. This also will be gone. Everything is gone. Gone. So technically, this is not the right way of configuring. That is why companies do what, sir? In one location, they keep one server in another location. So high availability means maybe hardly server level safety. Disaster recovery means entire data center level safety. So here, if something happens to this building and collapses, right, sir, no problem. You have one more branch office. So that is called as disaster recovery. Every company wants high availability also and disaster recovery also. Is that okay, sir? Or any points anybody wants to add? Okay.
Could you please help me understand what is decentralized once again?
Decentralized means you're not keeping everything in one place. Centralizing is keeping everything in one place. Decentralizing is keeping it far apart. Some servers here, some servers there. So, or sorry, one more copy in another location. So that way the risk reduces. So that is nothing but decentralizing. So not keeping in one place is, keeping in one place is centralizing. Not keeping in one place is decentralizing. That's it. They just used as a posh word. That's it. So fine, sir. If you all are good, let's move on. And now this one is like globally, right, sir? Some copies here, some copies here, some copy globally also you can go by. So one advantage in Azure is, or AWS, any cloud specifically, is that creating a global data centers is very easy. We will do that, sir. We will discuss in our demos better. Okay, anyway, sir. So yesterday we had covered this all now. I'll not repeat all that and bore you more. So after HADR options, then virtualization came. People used virtualization for many years. 1960s virtualization came. After that, people started treating every resource as very valuable, sir, like CPU, memory, IO, storage, network. So every resource, now onwards, people started demanding, hey, I want 10 CPUs, 5 GB RAM, 50 GB RAM, or 48 GB RAM, hard disk this much. And that's a demand people have started putting. So Jeff Bezos and some of the business minds have got this idea of selling cloud services. Like virtual machines, they started selling, hard disks, they started selling, and people started purchasing those. This is how cloud has evolved. Any questions anybody specifically have? If not, sir, then this conversation we already finished yesterday. And yesterday we also talked about what is a private cloud, what is a public cloud, what is a hybrid cloud. Private cloud means specific to your organization, meaning you are managing your own data center is also called as private cloud, or you are keeping all your services in Microsoft location is also called as private cloud. Everything you call private cloud itself. Private cloud means you are a dedicated customer. You have your own, or you're a dedicated customer of Microsoft. Control. Yes, you will have more control. Well said. You have more control in private cloud. So these are some advantages. And what one risk is also there, growing and asking more. Hey, I want 100 more. I want 200 more. I want 500 more. Can be not easy. Sometimes you will get it. Sometimes you may not get it. It will take time. So always remember, private cloud has a small risk of scaling. If you want to scale more, if you want to increase more, if you want to increase your power more, servers more, suddenly you can't ask and get that. So it may take time. So that's the risk. And even in your office data center, right? As yesterday Vijay said, to procure, to purchase, to get one server, it's a process of 1 to 2 months. So even in your company's data center or Microsoft also, in private cloud, scaling is a problem. All good, sir? This discussion we already did yesterday, so I just want to repeat that again, but just if you're okay, we'll move on. Public cloud, in public cloud, yes, you have to give up some control, because in public cloud, Microsoft manages everything, sir. So or Amazon manages everything. And you have to give up some control. So that is one risk. And okay, that's fine, sir. But again, what's the best advantage of public cloud? Scaling. Scalability is a very good option in public cloud. You want 100 servers, you want 500 servers, you 1,000 servers, anything you want, sir. On the fly, you will get it. And we will see demos of that shortly coming up. Please wait. That's it, sir. And last but not the least is hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is a big, huge blend of public cloud and private cloud. It's a blend of both. When you want private space, you get private space. When you want more extra servers, you get extra servers. So you're using power of both private and public. That's hybrid. KD, most of the companies are on what? Mostly you will see hybrid. Again, it's a company to company. I can't generalize and speak, but company to company. Okay, sir, unless and until you all talk, I will not know. I am only seeing that Vijay is listening, Shiva is listening or not. So others, is it going good or not? I'll get confused because people are off camera. Either you talk or Kirti, thank you. You are responding, so I'm happy about it, but I'm just talking to others. Yeah. Okay, sir, done. So,
So before we go ahead, I have one quick question. So as you mentioned, like in public, we can ask more than 100 servers, right? So how about in private? Like just want to understand, in private, do we have any limited ask only, like only, 2 servers, 3 servers can be given, is something like that?
but even for in private cloud, even if you 2 to 3 servers, I think there should not be a big challenge. But when we ask in volume, when we ask for more, that can be a challenge because Microsoft also, for example, see private cloud, again, 2 scenarios, right, Kirti? You have everything on your own, meaning you are managing your own data center is also private cloud, everything your own, or you are hosting everything in Microsoft. Yesterday's picture, let me bring it up. Yeah. So see, everything is managed by your Microsoft or Amazon provider. This is also private cloud scenario 2. Private cloud scenario 1, you are managing your own data center. So in scenario 1, you want 100 more servers, it will take time. In scenario 2 also, if you want 100 more servers, Microsoft will take time to give you that 100 servers. So take
It's
time in the sense,
basically.
it's not too much time. For see, in our environment, purchasing 100 servers means it is time consuming, no doubt. For Microsoft, it may not take 1 month or 2 months. That would be nobody will go to Microsoft, but at least not like public cloud. It will take some extra time, maybe 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, or 4 days, 1 week, depending on the agreement between you and Microsoft.
Okay.
So yes, private cloud comes with a challenge of scaling, increasing, adding more servers. That challenge is always there with private cloud.
Okay, thank you, Kerry.
Yeah. Anybody else have any other questions, sir? Else we can move on. Hey, Jeevan. Hi, Raghu. Hey, Rafi. Yeah. So any questions? Okay then. So let's go. So now let's go a little next quick steps. So public cloud is sharing. Public cloud is absolutely delightful. It's sharing. It's when we say sharing, you're sharing with others. So and Microsoft should keep not 1%, 2%, 3% in mind, sir. Microsoft should keep some millions of customers in mind. So what they do, they create such a super infrastructure across the globe, sir. Across the globe, sir. Let me take you to the Azure infrastructure, because this is the right time I should talk about this one, everyone. So please focus, and because now you're getting introduced to, obviously I'm not going to talk about AWS, I will talk about Azure only. So global infrastructures. If you look at Microsoft's global infrastructure worldwide, what they have done. So they are managing some data centers. See, you can, I'll play this video. Give me 2 minutes. They are managing some data centers, scale of data centers. Now, how many data centers might be a question in your mind. So let's read the documentation. Scroll down, sir. Just calm down. See, if you look at the Azure global infrastructure, 200 plus physical data centers across the globe. 200 data centers, sir, across the globe. Now, now you may ask a question. Okay, 200, right? Perfect. Where are they located? So yeah. So what they have done, sir, by the way, one data center means you can, so for ease of understanding, okay, for ease of understanding, I'm telling this, one data center means kind of one building, sir. Please don't take me wrong. Thank you, Rafi, for coming on camera. So one data center means, for ease of understanding, I'm telling you, sir, one data center means one building. One building. So now, for example, if you look at this glimpse from the video, screenshot of the video, or thumbnail, whatever you call it. So this data center is one data center. Now this can be another building, sir, one more data center. So what Microsoft has chosen is 60 regions, 60 locations across the globe. In this 60 regions, 60 locations across the globe, 200 data centers are there.
Even underwater also they have recently.
So they are not counting that underwater data center that they have set up as of now as a region. But you're right, sir. Even underwater, under the sea, they have set up some data centers. I'll show you in the videos. Even in YouTube, it is trending, sir. But anyways, first let's quickly talk about. So by the way, what is data center? What is data center? Please read, sir. Azure data centers are unique buildings. Each is one data center located across the globe, all over the globe. Okay. So that is data center, sir, one building. So how many data centers we have for Azure quickly? 200 plus data centers we have overall. Done. Next one, sir. This 200 data centers are kept across different regions. So I'll take the privilege of talking about it. So what is a region, sir? One region is a set of data centers. Now, one can be there, two can be there, three can be there, four can be there. One data center is one region is a set of data centers. Now, how many are there? Microsoft doesn't exactly reveal, sir. They don't tell. And so 2 words for today. Just 2 words for today. Overall, across the globe, 200 data centers, meaning 200 buildings, and 60 locations on the globe they have chosen, 60 plus. Those are called as regions. What is a region? A region is a set of data centers.
Data center.
So now we'll do one thing. I think we'll take a privilege of playing this video. Let me also stop, share the sound once so you feel better about it.
As we're looking forward to the 21st century, what is going to be the foundation of innovation is cloud. It's going to be data centers.
So inside the data center, you will see all servers like this. So data center is nothing but physical servers. Now, for example, Vijay is creating one virtual machine. Example, I'm saying. So Vijay's virtual machine, VM. So yesterday we discussed, right? Virtual machines are created in a physical machine. In my laptop also, I showed you Oracle. I think yesterday you saw. Or maybe I did not show a complete demo, sir. I have Oracle VirtualBox in my system. This is my laptop. In this, I can create virtual machines. So just watch. If you're okay for 5 minutes, I'll create a new virtual machine. And I will call it as Windows or maybe VM1, my first virtual machine. And I'll create in this folder which operating system? Microsoft Windows operating system. What do you want? I want Windows 2016, for example, operating system, or 16 or 19 or whatever you want, sir. Hit next. How much RAM you want? I want 2 GB RAM. How many CPUs you want? I want 1 CPU. Okay, sir. Or if I want more CPUs, I can select accordingly. My laptop has got 16 CPUs. I can pick what I want. But I'm picking 1 CPU or maybe 2 CPUs. Chalo. 2 CPUs I have taken, sir. 2 GB RAM. I have 32 GB RAM right now. Okay, hit next. A 50 GB hard disk. So you're telling, sir, how much hard disk you want, how much RAM you want, how much CPU you want. That's all. Sir. And then same thing, right? If I'm doing in my laptop, you will be doing in the cloud. That's it. So hit next and click finish. Look at this one, sir. Virtual machine is ready. Now double click it. Okay, install it's loading. Just a minute. Yeah, see, sir, it's loading. It's asking where is your CD? CD, sir. I have the CD system. Yeah. So now, yeah, watch this one. Now, there's a laptop in my laptop, or there is a machine in my laptop. Just bear with me, so 2 minutes. Just showing that you can do. That's all. Yeah, hit next. Install now. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll just select the operating system, Windows 2016 data center. Accept. Okay, sir. Now, I have a machine in my machine. So in a physical machine, which is my laptop, I am creating a virtual machine, PM. So I'm sure all you would have you seen picture in a TV, PIP?
Yes.
Yeah, a TV will have multiple pictures. So you can watch 4 channels at the same time. Cricket people do this, cricket buffs, cricket match and one something in the parallel. This can
Serial something.
Yeah, this can avoid a lot of fights between husband and wife, but ideally, so you have picture in pictures, and not now, it's a very old concept itself, but in a television you have multiple areas, right? Same way, sir, machine inside a machine. So this is in my laptop, this is happening in my laptop now. So what Microsoft is saying, or what Amazon is also saying is, hey, you come to our data center. You don't need to come to our data center. You create one cloud machine, virtual. So now, actually, I'll show you one more. See, do you see virtual machines here? I'll create a new virtual machine. So this virtual machine, which I'm creating now, same processor. I did it in Oracle VirtualBox, or I'm doing in the cloud. This is what you'll be doing in future very shortly, in hardly 2 to 3 days from now. So you can create a virtual machine here, sir. This virtual machine will be created where? In Microsoft data centers. Here, in one of these servers. Now I have to choose. I have to tell Microsoft that, hey, Microsoft, create my virtual machine in Singapore, or create my virtual machine in, create my virtual machine in Singapore. Can you hear me?
KD.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. We can move from Microsoft to AWS virtual machine.
Excellent question, sir. Absolutely possible. If you have a virtual machine in AWS, you can move it to Microsoft also, Azure, or from Azure also you can move it to AWS. Possible, sir. But only thing is there are different ways of doing it. It's called as migration. There are different ways of doing it.
Okay.
Good one. Thanks, Mohan. So, sir, the virtual machine. So here, so in Azure, what are you going to do, sir? If you, by the way, so these are servers, right? Like this, we have hard disks also. If Vijay is creating a hard disk, virtual disk, sir, that virtual disk will be created in Microsoft Data Center in some of the hard disk locations. So this is what I'm trying to, we are trying to talk, sir. So like this 200 data centers, Microsoft has kept ready for customers to use. Any questions?
No.
So imagine, okay, lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of servers, physical servers, lakhs, not even in crores. I don't know if I can say or not. Microsoft knows the correct answer, but definitely lakhs and lakhs of servers are there. High-end servers, sir. Hi, Sai. Thanks for being on camera. So high-end servers. So high-end servers, lakhs and lakhs of servers are there. So anyways, let's continue the video. Let's move on.
Everyone thinks the cloud is up there. The cloud's actually up there and down here. Data centers are the foundation to the cloud. They're the building block. We take what turns from concrete and steel and fiber and copper and power and turn it into
What happened?
a product and a service.
Customers come to the cloud because they want the latest and greatest technology.
So this is perfect. Perfect. So look at this. This is now, sir. Each can be a building. It can be a power supply. So these are not. Don't think these are data centers. The buildings are here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, Here. These are your generators and power supply sources. So don't think each is a building again. Definitely not. So the buildings will be as big as this one. So each building is one data center. One region can have multiple buildings, or sometimes one region can have one building, two buildings also, and slowly they will grow. In Hyderabad, they are coming up with such a facility right now. Chennai already they have one facility in Chennai. Pune they have, sir. Mumbai also they had, but they have actually Mumbai, Microsoft never had their own. They were venturing with Reliance. They were partnering with Reliance data center they were using, but now they have cut because I think maybe it could be cost was too high. So now they are stopping it, and they are setting up their own data center in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Hyderabad, Pune, and Chennai. So these are the three locations in India where 3 regions Microsoft has. In India, 3 regions are there, 3 locations. So if no questions are there, I'll not bore you more. Let's move on.
They want to be able to deploy that anywhere in the globe at
So
any
I think
time
this
without
video
any
you can
constraints.
watch later also. I'll share you can go and Google for Azure Global Infrastructure. The first link you will get is this one. So it's okay. We will stop. So can I go back to the topic, please? So meanwhile, look at this. My virtual machine is ready, sir. Look at this. So if I can build a virtual machine in my laptop, what's the big deal? Microsoft can build in their data centers, sir, obviously, and sell customers virtual machines. Sell customers hard disks, sell customers networks, sell customers 200 plus services, 200 plus services. So if you go to Google and search for Azure services, okay, Azure services, if you Google some, or AWS also, you can go and AWS services. Yeah. So this is directory. So this is a total list of services Azure is selling. On the left-hand side, you have category. Left-hand side, you have category. Right-hand side, you have the listing. So under artificial intelligence and machine learning, they are selling all these products. So under analytics, they are selling all these products. Under compute means processing power. Under that, they are selling this product. So can you see something called virtual machines here? The same thing we discussed just now. So virtual machines will come under compute. So if you want hard disk, if you want storage, you have to go for storage option. So under storage, they are giving different storage options. So Microsoft responsibility is to sell all these products. What customer wants, customer will use them. If you go to networking, they have networking products also. So many networking products, application, gateway, bastion, load balancer. So different types of traffic manager. So these are the different services here. Are we good? So if you have somebody has patience to count, you can count around 230 plus services you will find in Azure. AWS is a step ahead, sir. They have around 240 or preferably 250 close to services of AWS. So if I go to AWS services, you will see what all services they are offering. Yeah, these are the sections. Got it? Storage, serverless, identity. So, I mean, that website has a different interface. This website has a different. Any questions, sir? So in cloud, what you can purchase is, if you want hardware, you can purchase hardware in clouds. If you want software, you can purchase software in cloud. So everything is available. Software services also you can purchase, hardware services also you can purchase. I'll stop for a quick second. Anybody have any questions? Please ask. Else I'll move on. Of course, AWS is having a little more services than Azure. Nonetheless, both are very good competitors.
So here we are learning PaaS, IaaS, both, or only IaaS we are concentrating?
We are focusing exclusively on infrastructure services, but sir, we are also focusing on some platform services. So that is where our next immediate focus will be. So, So let's go for a conversation. Let's continue from here. All of you, thank you for your patience, please, and public cloud, hybrid clouds, the private cloud, anyways, any clouds, you can purchase what you want. Many services are available. Virtual machine is one of the too many services they offer. They have many more services they have. Okay, done. So now it's important that just now Shiva asked one very, very important point, because that is where I was going to. So in public cloud, this what you're seeing is public cloud, right? I went to Microsoft website and showed you that is publicly available for everyone. Anybody can go and create an Azure account, pay money to Microsoft and use whatever they want. They will send you a bill on a monthly basis or something like that, sir. Or you want to pay upfront for 3 years, you want to pay first itself, you can do that. It's your choice. So what I'm discussing now is public cloud. Private cloud means, of course, you will pay some extra money and you will get a dedicated service from Microsoft. So but we are talking about what right now? From today onwards, our conversations will be based on what? Public cloud. Totally on public cloud. But sir, if you want private cloud, talk to Microsoft sales team or something. They will give you an agreement and you can use the same services which are in public as private also. But you have to pay extra money. Yes, Vijay.
KD, when we take a software, any software from Microsoft Azure, it comes under private or public?
See, now it depends actually. For example, Office 365. Office 365 is 100% a public offering.
Public, sorry. Yes.
But our company or anybody's company is purchasing 1,000 licenses, 10,000 licenses, but the service is public. You are paying exclusive licenses for your company. So technically speaking, it's a public service only.
Correct.
But for our organization, they are making it specifically private, if you ask.
Okay.
See, for example, if for KDSSG, I'll just go and create an Azure account, Office 365 subscription and all. It might not be as perfect as for Accenture. Accenture might have even better setup, but KDSSG setup might be very small. So I'm using a public offering. Accenture having agreement with Microsoft might be having even better. So that's definitely private. Okay.
What about like if you take an SQL software from the Microsoft Azure?
Service is still public because it's available on a public platform. Somebody is taking a SQL database. They want it to be privately hosted or everything. Then they have to ask and tell, I want private.
So we can, on the software level, can we customize the hardware? No.
On a
software, when we subscribe any SQL, at least we take a SQL from Azure, can we customize the hardware? No.
Hardware customization not possible. So that's exactly where we are heading now. 2 minutes will, I think it will be, that question will come up in a few minutes. So Vijay has a point. So what is that? We will again converse in 2 minutes. Hi, Jeevan. Thank you for coming on camera. So please watch. First of all, sir, mainly if you really ask for yourself, sir, ask yourself this question. So for some time, ignore private clouds. Let's talk about public cloud. Okay. Private cloud means, look at the first option. You manage everything. Kirti, you said few minutes back, right? Private control. I want control. So if you want power, you want control, go for private cloud. So
yeah, but this actually clicks me a question, but I don't know if this is right question to
2
ask.
minutes, yeah. So we'll take the question. So I'll just explain the whole process on the screen. Then we will go for the question.
Yeah.
See, so everyone now look at the private cloud, sir. Look at the private cloud. Thanks, Venkat. Camera. Aditya, camera. Thank you both of you. So the private cloud says that hardware is managed by you, network is managed by you, storage is managed by you, servers are managed by you. So virtualization, if you have VMware, Hyper-V, whatever you have, that is managed by you. Operating system is managed by you. Middleware, so applications, data, everything is managed by you. So it's like end to end, totally managed by you. So if you ask me, private clouds, you have that's it. You have the full control. When it comes to Microsoft or Amazon, so you cloud providers, there are 3 types of, look at the heading, please. There are offering a lot of services, right? 250 plus or whatever, right? 200 plus, 50 plus services, all the services. they are categorizing their services into 3 areas. One is infrastructure as a service, P, platform as a service, S, software as a service. So anything that you purchase from Microsoft or Amazon falls under this category. 250 plus services are there, right? So definitely that 250 plus Amazon for 230 for Azure will fall under these 3 categories. I am not talking about private clouds, or ignore it. I am talking about when you went to that website a few minutes back, you saw all the services, right? Some services are infrastructure services. Some services are platform services. Some services are software services. So that is the categorization. Now, but KD, how will I know? Of course, if you read the documentation about that service, you will come to know. It is infrastructure service or platform service or software. So first of all, sir, before we go there and see what is what, first let's try to understand, right? It's better. So infrastructure as a service means, so as the name says, infrastructure as a service. I am using your infrastructure, sir, as a service. So I have rented a generator. I have a function at house, and we all do it, especially in villages and cities. Already it comes with a generator. Wherever party hall you're doing a party. But let's assume that you're in a hometown, you're doing in a nice park, not park, what do you call? In the fields, you are planning a big party. So definitely you will call for some generators, right? So what is that, sir? That's purely an infrastructure as a service. So you are asking someone to provide their infrastructure to you, and you're going to pay them per hour basis or whatever. And sir, do you have control to change the generator, that mobile generator that came to your house? Can you go and repair and take parts out of it? Definitely not. So hardware is not in our control. So you can't touch that hardware. You can use the services if you want, but so, and so of course, with that power that is coming, you are running the show, right? You are managing everything. So like that. So that's an example of infrastructure as a service. Now look at the list here. When you go to Microsoft and purchase infrastructure services, hardware not under your control. We discussed, right, sir? We don't mind giving up some control for public cloud. You have to give up some control. So network is not under your control. Hardware is not under your control. Hardware, sir. In the Microsoft data center, hardware is located. How can you and I control it? No. So servers cannot be under control. Storage cannot be. Virtualization cannot be. That all is only from. So now if I go to Azure portal, which I was showing you a few minutes back, come on. Yeah. So if I go to Azure portal and I create a virtual machine and I use the virtual machine, sir. See, oops. 1 minute, please. Yeah, sir, look at this. Now I have a virtual machine already. I have it running, right? This one, for example. So this is located where? In Microsoft data center. So I'll show you that. So I have it on my screen now. See, so I'm using that virtual machine now. For what purpose I'm using, you ignore, sir. So please ignore for what purpose I'm using. I'm using it. Purpose you ignore. So am I using the server? Yes. Where is the server located? Microsoft data center. Who is controlling it? Microsoft. Storage, Microsoft. Network, Microsoft. Hard disk, Microsoft. Everything is managed by Microsoft, sir. I am just a stupid end user. I'm using the operating system. That's it. So from operating system onwards, I have control, sir. In the operating system, Windows operating system, I can install whatever software I want. I can delete a software, install a software, play with it, and do whatever I want. So infrastructure as a service means they will give you virtual machines, VMs comes under infrastructure as a service. VMs. Storage, hard disk that you're asking for Microsoft comes under infrastructure as a service. Thanks, Shaida, for coming on the camera. So, so there are some services, sir, in Azure which come under infrastructure. In infrastructure, again, I'm saying, sir, you don't have hardware level control. From OS onwards, operating system onwards, you have control. You can do whatever you want. Second option, sir, platform as a service. In platform as a service, sir, sorry to say, operating system also is not under your control. So let me do a small, again, I'll show you a small thing. I'll go to Azure portal. I can create one database. Just look at this one. One database, SQL database, for example. I'll create one database and I can create a database. But this database is located in some server. Somewhere Microsoft would have created one server. I can't control the operating system. I can't touch anything in the operating system. I can only access the data and the database software. That's meaning rest all is not under my control. Microsoft manages. I can only access the data. Those kind of services come under platform as a service. So where you can control operating system, it comes under infrastructure as a service. Where you can control only the application and the data, that comes under platform as a service. And in software as a service, sir, nothing control. You just use it. Sir, WhatsApp application, Spotify application, Spotify, WhatsApp. Help me with some names, please. Wink, Savan, JioSavan, music apps, chatting apps, Prime Video, yeah, Prime Video, Netflix. So all these are Hotstar. So all these applications. So you are just an end user of the application. You can use the application. You have no controls. Can you modify your subscription details in? Of course, you have to pay money, then it gets modified. Can you go and change your dates accordingly there? Obviously not. So you don't have control at all. So you are just an end application user. So software as a service, applications come under that list. So, sir, I can go to Azure, build one application and keep it in cloud, sir. That becomes a software as a service. I have to build the application. I have to create the application, keep it in the cloud. Customers can use it. That comes under SaaS. So SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. I will not bore you more, sir, but I'm just waiting if you have any questions to ask on this. So now 1 minute, sir. Maybe one example. With last one, I'll move on. So pizza as a service. In your house, if you make the entire pizza on your own, everything you bring, everything you do, everything end to end you do, sir, comes under homemade, which is nothing but private cloud. Again, sir, communal kitchen means, okay, I mean, there are too many options here to confuse somebody. But anyway, sir, you go to a restaurant and bring it home and have it at home. So in party, they will serve everything. You just have to eat and talk to friends. So that's it. So depending on control, sir, look at the control. So if you go to bring your own means, you fire oven, electric gas, you can avoid, sir, and just bring so different options by. If you don't like this example, cut the crap. So, but infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service are three easy. So all the 250 plus services that you have can be categorized into this thing. Now, what is the next question that we will slowly, I think we will cover, sir, during the course. We will be talking about a lot of services. We will talk there. Let's say I'm talking about virtual machines. I will tell, hey, this is IaaS. Let's say we're talking about storage, sir. I'll say it's PaaS. No, storage is IaaS. So if I talk about networks, I'll talk, hey, this is also IaaS. If I'm talking about containers, it's PaaS. So every product, when we are discussing in the session, we will our first sentence will be, this is IaaS, PaaS, or SaaS. You can't remember the long list, sir. That's why. But I'll stop here. Now let's go for questions, please. Else we'll go to the next slides. Kirti, I stopped your question.
No, Kiri, I'll ask you personally. It's not, I feel it's the stupid questions.
No. Please go ahead. No, it's okay.
No, I had a question. So you mentioned that in private, we get the license number. Likewise, we get it in the public itself, right? The license number.
You're purchasing one software.
Yes, right. We do get it. Is there any possibility of hacking if we go with the public?
See, now this was the reason why cloud services took a lot of time to see now, for example, right, this cloud services started in 2006. I'm going to that story now in a few minutes. The whole practical usage, revenue generation for Amazon started in 2006. So from 2006 to 2022, even now the cloud adoption rate is still slow. It's because some people are still scared that, you know, if I go to the cloud, will my systems be hacked? Yes, of course, you know, always there is a chance of brute force attacks happening on the servers. It happens quite common. So how safe we are? So nowadays, based on the encryption, can somebody hack? Maybe yes, maybe no. It all depends on how security standards we are following. So we have encryption concepts with which we can protect our systems more stronger. Different types of encryptions are available. We will talk them when the topic comes. But yeah, I mean, if you ask me, is the risk there? Of course, the risk can be there, but depends on how safe you have configured your office environment. That's all, based on that. So nowadays, you know, right, all companies are spending some millions and millions of dollars on security and safety standards. So yeah, if you're going for cloud, you have to be cautious.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Can my Swiss bank account be hacked? I mean, I don't have a Swiss bank account, first clarification. But if I have a Swiss bank account, can a Swiss bank account be hacked? Maybe yes, who knows? If I am little reckless, I kept my passwords, everything on the screen and on my notepads, or somebody hacked my system, they saw my Swiss bank account. Possible. So that's why I'm that way. Or maybe OTPs are there, security standards are there. So hacking is not that easy. So it all depends on how reckless we are. That's all. Have you seen Jamtara Part 2, Season 2? So how many of you have seen Jamtara Season 1, sir?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. So Jamtara is a series. I'm sure we should watch it, because you know how that fraud is done, right? The telecom fraud that happens, people call, take the OTPs and all, right? I mean, which place in, of course, India is the adda for all this. So and from where it is happening, how they are doing, well shown in that Jamtara web series. So that was a season 1. Now they have come with a season 2. I'm curious to watch it. Looking for time when to watch. But Vijay, how was it? You liked it? Jamtara season 2 or season 1 is better?
Season 1 was better, but season 2 is also okay. I hope season 3 comes earlier.
Okay. So yeah. Keep the reason why I said Jamtara is because they show how people recklessly share the info. It's fun. But anyways, all back to the conclusion. Is it safe to be on the cloud nowadays with proper security standards? 100%. That's why all companies are moving and cloud adoption is increasing. So it's not to that pace yet, but it's okay. Good enough. So last one, sir. So look at this one. This one slide can give clarity. In platform as a service, if you noticed, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, or software as a service. So anything you take, either you purchase infrastructure, or you purchase infrastructure, you purchase a specific product, which is platform, databases or anything, sir, or you purchase applications and use them. Office 365 is a best example of SaaS. Am I right? Please correct me. Anybody has a different opinion, correct me. Office 365 means what, sir? Oh, okay. Some of you might not be aware. Let me show you. So just Google for Office 365. So gone are the days, where you are going to talk to Microsoft, pay money, and say, I want Excel, I want PowerPoint, I want Word document. Gone are the days, sir. It's not like that anymore. You go to Office 365, right? Go to Office 365, purchase their plans. Depending on what plan you are purchasing, sir, they will give you what? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, 1 terabyte space. Let me show you the plans once if you really want to see them. If you have not seen it. 2 minutes, sir. Sorry, I'm not wasting time. Office 365, which is a Microsoft product, is a classic example of SaaS. Yeah, see, sir? Okay, India. It's asking, do you want it for home purpose or do you want it for home purpose or do you want it for business purpose? Right, sir? If for home purpose, 6,000 per year. Recommended for 2 to 6 people. So now 6 of us can come forward, sir. We will get 6 terabyte space. Each person gets 1 terabyte. So, sir, each of us can share 1,000 rupees, right? So you will have what, sir? Word you will have, Excel you will have, PowerPoint you have, or Teams you will have, all that, whatever things are there. So it's 1,000 rupees in a year you can get this, sir. You know what people are doing now? 5 friends, 6 friends are joining together, purchasing it, and they have got the things that they want. But this is for family. Now, this is personal, individual. If I have to take it individually, I can, it's like per person, it is 4,000. So this is cheaper. 1,000 rupees you can get it, sir. Now, all the Word documents that you are storing, you can store in that 1 terabyte space. It's safe. And for business, it is different. So for business, the plans are different. Every company, all organizations are going for this one nowadays. Vijay will know more than I know on this area. So please see. Premium, standard. So per user, sir, if there is an employee in the company, you can pay, you're investing 1,500 per employee, sir. Per employee, 1,500 rupees is like, okay, what all will they get? What all will they not get? They'll get a lot of things, sir. Can you see here? So this is a software. You are paying on a monthly, so as cheap as 125 per month, sir. If I have 100 employees in my company, for 100, sir, earlier setting up email was very painful. Nowadays, what? If I can spend 100 employees are there, monthly cost is how much for me? Calculate, sir. Just put 100 after this.
Just doing it.
Yeah. That's it. This is the cost for me, sir. For if I have,
12,500.
yeah,
1 lakh.
12,500. GST is as applicable. So if you want to do some so 125 rupees per person, sir. And I have 100 employees in my company. So obviously, and okay, chalo, 18% GST you add. Even this, sir, with 12,500, I can manage a show. So think about it. So I'm just saying, this is so easy to set up emails nowadays, office emails and all. Of course, I need to purchase one domain. For example, I'm starting a new company, mailing system, chatting system, as cheap as 12,500 or 15,000, 20,000 per month I can manage. Per month, sir. It is per month. Okay, sir, we'll stop here, but not class. Just stop this. But software as a service means you can prepare a nice product, keep it in cloud and sell to customers. That's what Microsoft is doing, right? Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, chatting, all these products they have kept together and selling as a suite, product suite. And you are purchasing 6,000 rupees for 6 people or 4,000 rupees per person, or business uses 125 rupees per month. Come on, it's very, very cheap, sir. If an employee leaves the company, that money is saved. Per month is better. All companies pay per month. Okay, I am done, sir. Any Vijay, am I right? I mean, pay per month itself. That monthly subscriptions only will take for all the employees, right? Depending on employee count.
I think we are with yearly based.
Okay. Yeah, that is okay.
That is there. How we tie up with the Microsoft and how the company is tied up, it depends on that.
So sorry, this session is not Microsoft product advertising session at all, sir. But I'm just telling because we are talking about SaaS now. So IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. 3 types of services will be available in Azure. Now our whole goal is, can I go to the next slide quickly? And then we have 10 more minutes to complete this. Just 10 minutes. One. Yes. So our next topic is opening up. So now let's move away from fundamentals now. So now we are entering into the content zone. So till now, what did we discuss? Just asking. introduction of cloud, meaning where we started from, all the way from
data centers,
data
virtual,
centers, virtualization, or even data
resources.
centers, high availability disaster recovery, virtualization, resources, considering
Private,
resource as valuable
public.
resource. Yeah, and then we talked about private public hybrid set clouds, and then we talked about different types of public cloud, different models, right? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, different models that we have. So after that discussion, now it's time to talk about the list of Azure services available. So by the way, the perfect list is available on the website, which I already showed you. But just a glimpse of that is what I'm trying to show, some small glimpse of it. Okay, small glimpse of it. Now, if you noticed, I have highlighted some of them only, not all of them. It's okay, sir, but at least compute what we will focus on. So we will focus on containers also, we will focus on compute also, we'll focus on a little, not too much, sir, but a basic DevOps tools, basic, and whatever are coming up. So now, first of all, if you look at, sir, this picture is available from an old version. So I don't know, Microsoft is not making a latest version of this picture, or else I would have put it here. But if you notice, these all are infrastructure services, and these all are platform as a service. Software as a service will not be mentioned because you have to prepare a software and keep it in the cloud. So that will not be listed, sir. Hey, by the way, Shiva also asked this question a few minutes back, or the 15-20 minutes back, saying that, KD, what are we going to discuss in the course? In the course, we are going to discuss obviously about what's infrastructure as a service. That's our main conversation. Plus, if you can see, we will talk about some platform products also. So we are going to talk, it's a blend of both, sir, infra products and platform products. Both we are going to talk. Okay. So under infra, mainly 3 topics will come: compute, storage, and networking. Mainly 3 topics: compute, storage, and networking. That will be our prime focus. Under compute, what do you have, sir? Virtual machines, containers, and all that. So let us start gradually. So our first focus will be compute. Okay, sir? Done. So under compute, these are the total list of services as of today. Compute. So compute means what's the, first of all, English meaning of compute is processing, right? So computing means processing, calculating. So in this, all computations happen, sir. If you create a virtual machine, why are you creating virtual machine? I want to use that virtual machine for storing some software, using some software, doing some calculations. I don't know, I want to do something, sir. So virtual machines comes under compute. Functions comes under compute. Containers comes under compute. Service fabric comes under compute. Kubernetes, Linux virtual machines, Windows virtual machines, SAP HANA databases, app services, different names. There are so many other names. So obviously we can't remember all of them, but main services we will try to remember. So now a small quick icon test. Okay, icon test. I will give you 5 minutes. No, 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute. You need to remember what are these icons and the title names. I mean, this represents virtual machine. This represents scale set. This represents containers, like that. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds time, not even 1 minute now. I changed it. So in 30 seconds, whatever you can memorize it quickly. Let's see your memory powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time starts now. Okay, sir, what is this?
Fabric service. Fabric service.
Service fabric. So, sir, this this one is service fabric. Okay, good. Hey, sir, what is what we will talk? We have not gone there yet, but just making you. So, icons really play an important role for AWS also, for Amazon, Microsoft also. Every product that they make in Azure, because list is too long, right? So they make a unique diagram for each one of them, so that people can memorize that easily. Okay. Anyways, last ones. First one is easy. Last one is app services, is it? Somebody took a screenshot. I understood. No. Okay, that's smart. Thank you. Thank you for playing it genuinely. Thank you. So what's the first one, sir?
Virtual machine.
Virtual machine, everybody knows. Third one?
Container.
Container. This one?
Azure container.
Both are containers.
Yes, Azure container.
Both are containers, sir. Both. This is also a container. This is also a container.
No, the third and fourth is a container. Container and Azure container.
Oh, is it? Okay. Last but one.
Azure Fabric.
So this is Service Fabric. This one. This one is Service Fabric. This one.
Azure App Services.
App Services. So now this one is Azure App Service. This is container. This is container service. There's a difference between them. So containers and container service. I think it's a good. This one is scale set. So if we have a little common sense also, we can easily understand that this is a virtual machine. If there are a group of virtual machines, you call it a scale set. So by looking at the icon itself, icons are like smartly done. So container, group of containers as a container service, AKS will converse. Service Fabric. So under compute, these things will come up. So I repeat one last time. Under compute, we have virtual machines, we have scale sets, we have containers, we have Service Fabric, we have container service, we have app services, we have functions, we have some more also. But these are the core services of compute. Okay. So then now our agenda is like, so we will try to focus exclusively. Yeah, this is the perfect names. Batch is also available. These are the perfect icon representations of all the main products under app, so we will build an app service. We'll do all conversations, but this is the perfect list as per website as of today. So, sir, then are we good? From tomorrow, can I start virtual machines then?
Okay.
That means we are jumping into the content. So first 2 days only, we'll keep it for infrastructure fundamentals, but we are starting from tomorrow itself. So now one question that I will get is about lab. Let's give a week's time, but let me complete all that I wanted to cover about virtual machines. Let me complete that first. Once I complete virtual machines, so then you will create your Azure subscriptions. So you need to get a credit card. We will discuss this. Let me explain the process later. So first, let me complete all. You need to find the hunt to get credit cards, because without credit card or debit card, luckily nowadays, last 3-4 months, what we are seeing is Microsoft has allowed debit cards also. When you go for Azure subscription, right, so it'll ask you some kind of a card, either a debit card or a credit card. Not to worry, they don't charge anything for AMA cards, but they just need an assurance, a card linked, so that whatever services you are using, sir, it's linked to a card. They will not charge us. They will not charge us. So just to give you a heads up, they will not be charging us even they might charge 2 rupees. That's also, but not more than that. So I'll show that process also, but I want you all to start your Azure subscription accounts next week, not now. But till that time, so let me explain all the concepts and then you can start your subscription. Okay, so ideally, so first, as I said, this is the intro part, but now tomorrow onwards, the content will start. Compute is our first topic, so virtual machines is what we are doing, just for your heads up. Done? Okay, thank you, sir. And by the way, in virtual machines also, we have Windows, Linux machines, Windows machines, and we will do different aspects in that. So you will see all that coming up. Such a bad crow. What is that? Hen waking up so late, and we are better than it. Okay, thanks everyone. Talk to you tomorrow morning session. Any questions, please?
No, master.
Okay, done. So let's reconnect tomorrow morning, so same time, same place. Signing off.
Thank you.
And by the way, please ping your Gmail IDs. I'm creating that website as I showed for the batch 1 I'm going to create the website for batch 2. By the way, batch 1-2 means it is not our batch 1 and 2, sir. We already started Azure. Ask Aditya. Aditya knows. We have. This is the reason is we have changed the numbering system, because earlier not in the chat, here in the WhatsApp is better. WhatsApp group is better. So please post in the WhatsApp group. Give your Gmail ID, sir. Only Gmail will work. Earlier, right, we had weekend Azure batches. So, but we did not find a positive result there, because Monday to Friday was a gap, and 5 days gap, people were forgetting on the next Saturday. What happened last week? What did we discuss? And again, I had to do a reminder, and that's how did not turn up well. So then of course we still did 15 batches. But I was not having that sense of satisfaction. So then we shifted that to weekdays, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let it be a pause. So that's why we changed our numbering systems also. So this is batch number 2, previous batch is batch number 1. So, but it's actually 17 and 18 should be the actual numbering system. But it's okay. We have got a new numbering system for our batches. So batch 2, in that group, please post your Gmail IDs. Done. I'll make sure the website is live today. Recordings are there. Content I'll start posting one by one. And you still take next week also time to evaluate, because content would either be starting and continuing. So if you really like everything and as per plan, you will see. Done. Join only if you are okay with the content accordingly. Done.
Okay,
Thank you. Now signing off. Let's reconnect tomorrow morning.
Okay.
7:30 to 8:45. Bye everyone. Take care.
Right.
Thank
Bye.
you.